Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Welcome to the show. We are live and I'm ready to answer your dog related or any other questions that make sense in this live video. Hopefully, you're doing well. We are going to talk about dogs and find out a little bit more about dogs, and also I will be answering your questions if there are any questions. All that and more in today's live video of Saro dog training.
If you want to learn the negative effects of treat training, which causes your dog to develop bad behaviors and health issues, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to get notified about our next video.
All right, welcome to the live show. I hope you're doing well. If you have any questions, feel free to ask your questions in the chat area. You can also support the channel by using the super chat option if that favors you. And let's talk about dogs today. If you're new here, my name is Saro. I'm a dog trainer, also coach dog owners. I've been training and coaching dogs and working with dog owners for over 20 years now. I used to have a doggy daycare for 16 years. I owned and operated a doggy daycare for 16 years. And recently, a year ago or so, we sold the business and we moved from the city life to a quieter, smaller town life in the suburbs of Vancouver, BC. We are enjoying this time here, and we are enjoying the environment and the energy and all the good things that are happening in the small town feeling. I don't know about you. Do you live in a small town, or do you have you lived in a small town? There's a different energy. Everything is slower, everything is calmer, people are nicer, dogs are different than city dogs. Everything is different, so we are enjoying the life here. And at the moment, I am more focused on coaching dog owners and training dogs virtually, which is very different than what I used to do. So for over, I would say 19 years, I was doing, one-on-one group classes, dog training classes, things like that. And, the pandemic happened and I couldn't do any of those one-on-ones or group classes trainings anymore. So we kind of started doing some online training, which was interesting. I found that actually the online training was doing better, in a way. What I mean by doing better, I was getting great results when I was working with dog owners virtually, because I found that the dogs and the dog owners are the dogs and the dog owners are not in a pressured environment, in an environment that is just too kind of extreme, I would say. I realized that after many years, I started realizing that, yeah, maybe group classes and private training is kind of outdated system of dog training as well, because what we were doing, we were putting strangers, stranger people, stranger dogs in an environment that was full of either reactive dogs or sensitive dogs, or any dog that had issues in the same room. And I was trying to train them and help them to get over those behaviors. But I didn't realize that actually it wasn't working and it wasn't beneficial for the dog owners and the dogs themselves, because it was too much. It was too much for the dogs to be in the environment with all these things happening. So you had all kinds of dogs, right? We had dogs who were just excited to be in that environment and they wanted to go and play and interact with all the dogs. There were dogs who were scared of people. There were dogs who were reactive to dogs. There were dogs who were uh, just freaking out to be that in that environment. So all kinds of all these dogs were in that environment, and as a dog trainer, I was trying to help them, not realizing that I'm not able to help them because it's just everybody's in a different level, different situation, different story. Everybody has a different story, and I'm trying to bring everybody on the same page, which is very hard to do. So that's why the light bulb moment went on in my head, that I said, you know what, virtual training is much better, because um, the dog and the dog owner, no matter what the story is, no matter what the problem is, they are in their safe zone, they are in their homes, yeah. And I am trying to coach them there, which is much more flexible, it's much more smoother, and it's much more fluid when you do it that way. Because what happens is that the dog and the dog owner are relaxed there, and they are in the their, you know, their home, relaxing. And then they can learn, they can get the information they need, they can practice it in their environment, and then if they get good, then we can go to the next level. So that's what I started doing a few years ago. I moved my dog training to virtual training. I don't do any more private training. I don't do any more group classes anymore, just because, first of all, it was time for me to slow down a little bit, having a doggy daycare and doing dog training. It was just too much throughout the day, 24/7. You're kind of working 24/7 when you have your own business and you love what you're doing, and you're working with dogs, all kinds of dogs, and you're working with people, and you're enjoying it, not realizing that you're working 24/7. So I stopped. I wanted to kind of stop life that was going too fast, and I wanted to slow down. So me and my wife, but my dogs, we moved to a small town, and we started living in this small town, and we love it here. It's cold and snowy now. um, Not, doesn't snow all the time, but snowing a little bit. And it's nice, it's nice and cozy. And I am working with some dog owners who have either behave dogs with behavioral issues, or they want to start building a good solid foundation and relationship with their puppy, and they're working with me virtually, and we're working on improving their lives and sharing all the information that I have with them. So we are building this community, that we are helping each other, and also we are working on improving the dog's health and behavior from beginning. So the way I provide my dog training is, I make sure that, first of all, the student or the client that I take in for the program is willing to work with me. It's willing to get be to be trained, right? I make sure that that's the personality. And second of all, when we work together, we don't work for a few weeks or few months. We work forever, for the lifetime of the dog. So what I bring to the 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 party is is basically, we work together lifetime of the dog, from the puppyhood till their senior. We work on everything that they need support with. So I become my clients, my students, private trainer for life. So that's the way I work now. and I enjoy it, and my students enjoy it, and very happy with it. So if you want also to work with me, and you want to be kind of you're having issue, and you have problems with your, let's say, dogs or dog, um, and you want to support, you want to work with me, and you need that one-on-one coaching and supporting, I have a program that you can join in. Again, we go through this process of uh, interviewing the students to make sure that we fit together. At the moment, we have few openings, but we like to talk to you and see if you are a good fit. So you can apply for free to see if it's a good fit for you, or if it's a good fit for us, and then we work together. So if that's something you want to do, and if it's something that you're interested in doing it, simply go to my website, sarodogtraining.com. The link is in the description of this video if you want to go ahead and join in. So is there any questions? Do you have any questions that you're wondering if there's anything that about your dog that is causing you headache? Go ahead and ask me now, and or if you're watching this in a replay, ask the question in the comments area. I read them all, and I answer and reply to them all. If you also want, you can visit my Instagram pages at Saro Dog Training, and I add some additional tips and kind of content there that I don't share in YouTube. So that's another place that you can go and learn about dogs as well. So is there any questions in anything? If anybody has any questions, go ahead and ask. Otherwise, we will end this live session if there's no questions. Also, if you have a puppy and you just want to get started with puppy training using my dog training method, which is without the use of treats or food or force or domination, we use play and praise. I have a program, an online course that you can join, which is at sarodogtraining.com/shop. That is a standalone program that it gives you all the information that you need how to train your dog without the use of food or treats, and also gives you all the basics that you need to know, and all the struggles that new puppy owners deal with, which is, again, puppy training can be challenging sometimes. So there's a online course that you can go ahead and learn all those, how to do and what not to do. All right. Okay, let's see. Let me see if there's any questions. I don't see any questions. All right. I think that's about it. So I'm trying to go live on different time zones and different times to get to everybody. So I'm doing it early morning, afternoons, evenings, just to see if I will be able to help everybody in every time zone. So at the moment, looks like nobody needs my help. So I'm going to end the live stream. And until next time, have fun with your dog.